What up, everybody in the YTBC? So, before I get started with the video, just want to start off by saying, I know yesterday's rant was a bit out of character for me. If you are a Canelo fan, I'm not knocking you. Just please understand, just as I respect that you choose to continue to support Canelo, as much as I don't like him and I'm no longer a Canelo fan, I still respect, the fact that you're a fan of his. Please respect my views on the matter as well. So, and that goes really for any fighter. If you ever hear me criticizing or talking shit, because yesterday wasn't really criticism, that was me talking shit. But please understand, that's not toward the fan base, okay? I understand everybody has their fighters that they support. They have their reasons why they support them. And we're all different people. And really, that's what makes this world go round. And I respect you, even though I don't respect the fighter that you support. So now that I got that out of the way, just kind of want to talk about the direction that the sport is going and my concerns in that direction. I was listening to the hashtag Come Back to Boxing radio broadcast last night, and I didn't get to call in because I was busy. I listened to it I listened to it about 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time last night, and Jake Cotto brought something up, and it kind of goes along with my rant yesterday, and that is that the fighters that are feared are the ones who are not really making a whole lot of money, and are not necessarily the ones who are very popular amongst the fans. And where my concern comes in, it was a very true statement, but where my concern comes in is, in the era that we are currently in, the most vocal of fans, a lot of times, like to talk about the pay-per-view buys. They like to talk about the money. They like to talk about the business aspect. And they like to talk about all this other stuff, like how many followers a boxer has on Twitter and all this other stuff. The fact of the matter is, none of that stuff has anything to do with what happens in the ring. And that's what I want to talk about. It seems like today's boxing fan base, as time goes on, is caring more about all these other things that a lot of it previously didn't even exist. Like pay-per-view buys, Muhammad Ali never had to worry about pay-per-view buys. Sugar Ray Leonard never had to worry about Twitter, how many people were following him on Twitter while he was a fighter. And, it's to the point where you'll see just as many videos about these things as what's going on in the ring. When the whole fiasco happened with Manny Pacquiao a couple weeks ago, there were plenty of videos made about the fact that he lost 2 million followers on Twitter. And my question is, since when does Twitter really matter when you're standing in the ring trying to knock somebody's head off? Part of the problem that we have here is that Canelo is considered to be the face of boxing. As much as I don't like this fucker right now, it is the truth. But he's holding a belt hostage. He tags the fans along. First says that he's going to fight Triple G. As soon as he beat Cotto, he says he's going to fight Triple G. Then we're hearing, okay, we're going to do a voluntary, and then we're going to fight Triple G in September. Now we're hearing, and the Khan fight hasn't even happened yet. Now we're hearing that he can't promise that the fight's even going to get made. And this is supposed to be the face of boxing. I don't know. Is there something that I'm missing here? I mean, don't get me wrong. Canelo does have a pretty good resume. But he's 25 years old. And some of the wins that he has are questionable. So why would he be satisfied with his legacy so far? He needs to be trying to cement his legacy. If he were to fight Triple G at 160 and beat him, nobody would be able to deny him. He would be put number one, or actually, I'm wrong. He's already put number one pound for pound. But that would cement that number one pound for pound status that he has right now. Nobody would ever be able to question it. Especially if he were to knock Triple G out. But Canelo he's a coward. So like I said, yesterday, my rant, that was basically out of frustration and passion. So, and as like I said, if you're a Canelo fan, I'm not knocking you, okay? I just got issues with the fighter that you support, and I can no longer support him. So, but those are my concerns. Like, what direction is this sport really going in when the fans are saying fuck the belts, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, Manny Pacquiao lost 2 million followers on Twitter. You know, talking about all this stuff that really doesn't matter. You know? So, I don't know. I'm just a little bit baffled as to the direction that this sport is going right now. I certainly hope that something does change. Big shout out to Dream Chasing Boxing. He actually put out a video about Julian J-Rock. He has a fight this Saturday. I'm definitely gonna check that out. You know, I'm a boxing fan, and I want to learn about new boxers. And not that this is a new boxer, but I didn't know that he has a fight this Saturday, and I believe it's against Jamal Charlo, if I'm not mistaken. So, looking forward to watching that fight. Also, the Luis Ortiz versus Tommy Thompson fight. Looking forward to that as well. And big shout out to everybody who's with hashtag come back to boxing. Big shout out to Jeff Cotto. Big shout out to MMA Boxing Talk at Third Coast Boxing. And a big shout out to the Boxing Junkie. He put out a video today. Please check it out. It's about the Carl Frampton Scott Quigg fight. Better late than never. Please show him your support as well. And you know, big shout out to everybody who's putting out videos about boxing. And please, anybody in the YTBC, please feel free to make a response video or leave a comment in the comment section about the direction that this sport is going into. But as always, even when I'm disappointed, I hope everybody who is subscribed to me, everybody who watches my videos, everybody and anybody who's just happened to stumble upon my videos, I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day, and see you on the next one. Peace.